Could this be the most sippable Elijah Craig Barrel Proof yet? Let's find out. Hello everyone and welcome to Bourbon Bytes. My name is Clifton and today I'm reviewing Elijah Craig Barrel Proof B522. So this is the latest batch of ECBP and follows A122, which came out in January. But this one just came out this month, so huge shout out to Heaven Hill for sending this over for review so quickly. B522 comes in at 121 proof, which is only 0.2 proof points higher than A batch. And as always, this one is 12 years old, non-chill filtered, and retails for $59.99. So let's go ahead and get it poured. And I gotta say the color on this is absolutely beautiful. It's really dark and rich and has really nice long legs on it, so I can't wait to give this a nose. Oh man, one of my favorite things about Elijah Craig Barrel Proof is you can really tell that it has some age on it. Tons of like rich oak and really saturated dark flavors, maybe some dark chocolate as well. And it's got a good bit of cinnamon spice on it too. I think that's the spice that's jumping out of the glass on this batch. I know with A batch I said that one had a bit of like a star anise kind of brightness to the spice. By the way, if you missed that review, I'll put a link to it up here. That was a lot of fun. It definitely set 2022 off to a good start. But I gotta say the nose on this one's much more classic and much more what I expect with Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. And along with the cinnamon, I get like a really good like baked pie crust note. I always love that bake shop note that I get in Heaven Hill, and this is no exception. So I can't wait to see how good it tastes because it smells so good. So let's try it. Cheers. Whoa, that does not drink its proof. This is surprisingly sippable for 121 proof. Honestly, I think this would hold up super well on ice as well. It seems much more, I guess, mellow and well-rounded than the A batch, just based on my memory of that one. It's not as sharp and not as spicy, and definitely none of the star anise note that I was getting on the A. Like I said on the nose, this has a really nice cinnamon spice that kind of complements that bake shop note that I love so much. And not like a fake cinnamon, like a cinnamon candy or, God forbid, Fireball, but it's more like a ground cinnamon note, and it really draws me in for a second sip. I will say this one is less fruity and less nutty than I'm used to with Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, but I feel like it's made up with that cinnamon note, those pie crust notes, and just an overall well-rounded oak flavor that really goes from the start to the finish on this one. There's also a bit of like an orange zest mid-palate, but I think it complements those darker oaky notes that I get on this whiskey really, really well. Honestly, like I said, so sippable and drinkable neat. Not gonna lie, this is honestly the easiest to drink Elijah Craig Barrel Proof that I've had in years, or at least in recent memory. And that's not to say it's not a big, bold bourbon, because it is. It's just very drinkable. It's very balanced. Like I say, mellow, not necessarily the fact that it lacks flavor, but because of the experience. It doesn't hit you sharp up front. It doesn't have, a bit of a burning finish. It just drinks, I mean, if I had to guess the proof, I would probably guess like 115 if I was just spitballing. And last year, some of the lowest proof ECBPs came out. This drinks lower proof than that, but it still has all the richness and depth of a higher proof release. This is honestly delicious. Now, if you're curious how this compares to A batch, y'all know I do a live stream every single year where I compare the A batch, B batch, and C batch of these in a blind flight. That way there's no bias. I'm not being influenced by what I said in the review in the past. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and hit the bell button so you'll be notified every time I go live and upload a new video. And while you're down there, hit that thumbs up because it really does help out the channel. So B522 is an absolute winner. It's such a delicious pour. Probably one of my favorite Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs just by how drinkable it is. I can't wait to have this as my summer bourbon. I think it would do so amazing on ice. I think I'm gonna go do that right after I record this video. But man, what a fantastic release. Heaven Hill continues to knock it out of the park with their Elijah Craigs and their Larceny Barrel Proofs, which I also recently reviewed on my channel. Definitely recommend this if you see it on the shelves. Last time I think I paid like $85 for a bottle. I would happily pay that again for this batch just because I know how good it is. Sometimes I'm a little hesitant if I haven't tried a batch before, but B522 is a winner. It definitely deserves buying, under $90. And depending on how well this does in my blind flight later this year, this might be my favorite Elijah Craig Barrel Proof ever, but stick around and find out. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, if you're not yet subscribed, please hit the button down below and check out my Bourbon Bytes podcast that I put out new episodes of every Friday. There you'll find the latest whiskey and video game news and reviews. I think I'm coming up on 30 episodes, which is crazy. I've had so much fun with it. But until next time, this has been Bourbon Bytes Whiskey Reviews with a gaming twist. Cheers, and I'll see you next video.